asked my wife to pick 6 stems of asparagus from the garden. She came back with 7. The last one is just asparagus. Welcome to Shave&Butcher for a quick morning shave. Have a meeting coming. I'm on vacation, but I have a meeting coming up. Anyone recognize that? Soap today is Lit from Shannon soaps. Tallow soap, really cool scent. This is Smoke Petit Grain, which is sort of orange woody thing, florals and musk. So all the good, I hope I got that right. All the good stuff. Brush is one I don't use very often because it's not all that good, but this is my what did I call it? Dead Slash with the Stache, or maybe that was Tim Schull who came up with that, because he had one and I bought one because they looked so cool. This is Gugerart, a Swedish gentleman who makes them. Super cool. The brush isn't fantastic. It's a synthetic something, a small one, a bit too hard, but I can live with it because it's Dead Slash with a Stache. Huh? Cool. The face shall be bewetted. Now it is. And we'll get cracking. Yeah, this scent, Shannon's described it as Cleveland, industrial Cleveland meets, I really should know, meets like nature. Cleveland. Sorry, messed that up, guys. But it's yeah, you get the idea, perhaps. It's a mix of industrial scents, like the smoke, and nature scents. Nature scents. English is peaking today. You know, florals and woody stuff. That's what Dead Slash with the Stache looks like when he gets old. The fact that the backbone is a bit hard also makes the lather go a bit everywhere, because you sort of, you know. But anyway, fantastic scent. Fantastic. Really brilliant job getting the scent right. And I have, what do I have? 3, 4 Shannon soaps, and they're all absolutely spot on. The first one was a barbershop, and I don't have the fancy soap base, Rust Belt Reserve or anything. I have basic stuff, and this one's pretty old. Got this second hand. There's not a lot left, and I may need to replenish once it's gone. Something I don't do very often, because new soaps come, and to be honest, I don't finish a lot of soap containers anyway, but I have finished a few. I don't know about you, if you're a hobbyist. Sometimes I get torn. This sounds stupid and really a luxury issue, but sometimes I'm torn between finally emptying a container. Like, come on. Software is made to be used. Torn between that and it's cool to have a bit left, and it's cool to have many soaps, like the collector devil in you. Sometimes I start wearing a soap out and then I change my mind. Okay, bigger problems with starvation in sub-Saharan Africa and other issues. I'm doing a lot of painting. I don't know how that lather turned out. Let's see. Let us see. It's gonna work fine. Probably isn't hydrated to perfection, but we can live with that. And we can live with that because we have a cool razor. This is This is my just over 1 inch Wade&Butcher, the Celebrated. It has a barber's notch. It is hollow, pretty hollow. It's called hollow, extra hollow. And it's from Sheffield, obviously. The scales are made by Niklas Gudmundsson. They are in buffalo horn, a translucent buffalo horn. And that's what we're using. So this is a big razor. Definitely one of my favorites. And it's a loud one. Can you hear? Can you hear it? And it's not super hollow. It's just pretty hollow, but you get that singing anyway. Oh. Cool. I think we're there with the, hang on. Yeah, boom, shakalaka. Mommy, he said boom shakalaka again. What does that mean? No one, he doesn't know. Boom shakalaka. I heard that from my son playing PlayStation, NBA something, and when there was a cool dunk, the commentator would say boom shakalaka. Perhaps it's an old Native American expression. I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe you could tell me in the comment. If you hear hungry sounds from my tummy, you are not imagining I am hungry. I gotta eat something before the meeting. I so like this scent, the smokiness. But it's not just smoke, it's super cool because it's sweet as well. And it's a good razor. I think maybe, I know I said this the other day about another razor, but I think maybe this is my best looking razor. Or the coolest. Or both. Just gonna wipe my hand. These scales, you know, wow. So happy with them. So, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. They say it's going to rain. Every single day it's supposed to rain, and it doesn't. Well, we did get a bit of rain yesterday, actually, but late in the evening, so it was still beach and all that good stuff. Been very, very lucky with the weather. It's a beautiful summer where we are. Not too hot. Oh, well, a few days. A few days were hot for Swedes. Not so hot for people living in places like Utah. Everything is turning more white. He's getting older. It's like a story where Stache goes to die. Technically, I'm sure he's been dead many, many times. If you don't know who Stache is, he's the guitarist of Guns N' Roses. The rock and roll band. Okay, against the grain. I was fortunate enough to see Guns N' Roses just a few years ago. Would have been cooler to see them in their prime. Because now I think they're just touring because Axl Rose is broke. But what a band, you know. I never was a big fan, but what a band. Such a good live performance too. The guys are old. Or maybe they're not. Well, they're older than I am. They're not old compared to the Rolling Stones and people like that. Put a bit of alum on the fingers. But it was a cool concert. Of course, with two warm-up bands and then a long Guns N' Roses concert. The whole thing was maybe, I don't know, 5 hours. So I was standing up reasonably close to the front, not close, but reasonably close so you couldn't move, you know. This was before Corona. And that was okay until, yeah, that was okay for a few hours. Until sort of Guns N' Roses came on, because then, then the back gave up. So I suffered for a while, and then I went to the back and enjoyed the concert from the back, which is different. But if it's a good concert and you like the band, that's still enjoyable. So yeah, that was cool. Been listening to a new band, which few of you will appreciate, but they're from London and they're called Black Midi. Sorry, excuse me. Just don't want to cut my mouth. And they're, you know, my son calls them, what did he call them? Uber pretentious. It's like clever music. Music by people who went to school. So you got a bit of jazz, fusion jazz, big band jazz. Like if you've seen the movie Whiplash, or if you heard the tune Whiplash by Hank, whatever his name is. It's a bit like that, and then it's a bit like, I think you call it prog metal, progressive metal. So numeric metal, heavy metal music. So melodies made by what do you call that? Primal notes, or Fibonacci scales, and all this mathematical formula. You know, it's a bit of that, a bit of Sonic Youth, a bit of a lot of things, and really cool. So I'm going to see them in December. Maybe. Well, I bought a ticket anyway. Black Midi. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Been shaving a bit with the Feather Artist Club razor with some pretty wicked blades. No, the normal blades. The Feather is super professional. And it really is hard to beat the closeness and comfort that you get with that. I can pretty much not get that with the straight. I mean, it's very similar to, it's identical to what I get with the Weck, with Kismet blades. So it's really cool. And really, if, you know, BBS, 2 passes, no pickups, BB, I'm not joking. It's crazy. But still, this is, I find this more enjoyable. It's not going to be as close. Let's feel how close it is. But it's not going to be as close. It's just That's such a cool experience to shave with one of these. And if it was only performance, yeah, a Shave&Butcher or a double-edged razor would possibly do very well, or even better than this. So this is dry now. I wiped it off. I'm going to strop it a bit to make sure the edge is perfectly dry. Then I wipe off the last one and I put it to dry for a while before I put it in a box. Sorry, just rinsing off really quick. Not going to put an aftershave on because I want this scent for as long as it stays. Don't know what it would be like as a perfume, because you know me, maybe I'm not super into strong aftershaves. Or matching aftershaves. I prefer to mix and match and have a perfume on the days when I want to smell properly. And I often think, wow, this soap would be cool as a perfume, but maybe not. I don't know. Good. I'm gonna be like that for a while. Cool. Lit by Shannon soaps. Good stuff. Go get it. Thanks for watching. Got to rush to my meeting and hopefully have a bit of a breakfast first. See you soon and stay sharp.